So with my center, I really wanted students to learn mainly the different definitions of how light travels and the materials that it can travel through. So that's why this book goes over the definitions of them, so they're able to do that. But so they start off with the different materials that they measure, if the light is able to travel through them or not. They decide if it's opaque, translucent, reflective, or transparent. And that is where, actually, so that's what they would do, and then they would use multiple mirrors and a laser to try and get the laser use the reflection of the mirror onto the target. And then they had multiple mirrors that they could use if they wanted to try and get multiple mirrors reflections onto the target. But that was the initial what I was going to have to do, but as I began doing it with my first graders, I realized that the multiple mirrors was way too much for them. So what it changed to was just students using one mirror and learning how to like angle the laser to get from one mirror onto the target and being able to get it on the bullseye and hold it for 3 seconds. And that was at a pretty good capacity for those first graders. In my class I did before STEM night, and then at STEM night, that's when I added in this component of just how light travels, and I saw that that was actually a really helpful thing for them because it gives them the basis before just going into what reflection is, but it gives them what all of them are. And they're able to actually complete this activity with the flashlight and the materials, and then they're able to connect it. So that was a good stopping point for the younger grades. There were a couple who were able to go on and do the reflection to see how the reflection and angles and stuff worked. No one was able to get it past one mirror. There is one student who really tried hard to get it, and he spent probably like 7 minutes just trying to angle the mirrors and use the laser, but it was a lot more difficult than it presumed to be. So kind of as it went, I just cut out that part, and if students got it really fast and they were interested still, then I would offer that part. But usually I ended with the first graders and the young grades, they would read over their book, and then they would just do this activity to see how light traveled through. And then they would use the reflection, but then that was about where it ended. And so that's kind of how it changed and how it was more effective for the students, because they were able to get this part of it, but it wasn't confusing them and jamming a whole bunch of different aspects into it.